Hello all you beautiful people. I'm Lisa from Living Life with Lisa. I'll turn the air conditioning down a little bit, but it is hot here. I'm looking to see. It's 92 outside, so it was a little warm in the little bit warm in the car, and I'm being watched because I'm talking to my phone, but that's okay. I hear that the fact that dementia, I'll be doing weirder things than this, so people might as well get used to the fact that I talk to my phone and I repeat myself, and also I'll probably be repeating myself today because I really don't remember what I put in the last vlog. But look how long my hair is getting. It's getting so long that everything's goofy, so I'm going to try to call, in fact, I hope I go through this during operating hours so I can call and maybe get my haircut before I go in the hospital, which is next week. I talked to my dad last night. Today's his last full day at rehab. He gets out tomorrow. He is as giddy as a schoolgirl. He can't wait to get out and get home and get in his own bed. He is a little bit nervous, but he is doing all right, and so hopefully he'll be on the hill pretty soon. I am a passenger today. Nicole's with me. She ran into Kroger's to get donuts for dinner, because every once in a while my boys like donuts for dinner, so I thought tonight would be a good night for that. And then my comfort food when my back is out, believe it or not, I have Whoppers, and I only eat Whoppers when I have back problems, which is really weird. I did the same thing when my back went out in 2000, and then I haven't eaten much of Whoppers since. And then when it went out this time in 2018, I wanted Whoppers, and so apparently Whoppers is my comfort food for back pain. I don't know why, but they're good and they make me big and fat. But the home PT people thought that I was retaining water, probably. I said no, I think I'm retaining Whoppers. Excuse me. So anyway, just another week of that. Then let's see, we went and picked up some medicine because I need to refill on one of them, and we got that. So the medicine will be good for 2 weeks, which will actually be kind of good for I guess it'll be good for 3 weeks. I don't know. I have to think about it now, because 1 week I'll be in the hospital and they'll be giving me their own medicine. Also, I will have to get ready for that, but I'll get ready for that later. I am coming to a stop in my brain. Oh, and then we're going to go to Aldi's and stock up on some food, and mostly stuff that doesn't spoil, because we need to have food for this week, no food for next week, and then a whole house full of food for the week after. And so, and there won't be a way to go shopping before, so we're trying to kind of figure out some things to do to get people by at least through the weekend after I get out, and before somebody can go shopping. And I'm talking about having to remember to tell the doctor on the day before the surgery, when I go see him, that I need to get some in-home occupational and bathing and PT. I don't know if I need PT, but anyway, get that stuff in so I can get somebody in to bathe me, because with the bandages and things like that, it's a little bit more entailed, but we can do it. And this place is getting busy. This car next to me is loud. and they can see exactly what I'm doing, but I don't care. I should just tell y'all the name of the channel. So, but that right now, that's what we're going to do, and we'll catch y'all later on the other side. Bye. Now we are at the grocery store that serves my Mexican Coke. They've gotten where they recognize me and my helper, and I bet they're out of it because she is sitting at the counter with nothing filled in. So, but I get my Mexican Coke here, and it tastes so much better. I think what it is, and I've said this before, is that I think they use the real sugar or the formula before they decided to change everything. Plus, everything tastes better in a bottle, as my son puts it. And so, not looking good. No Coke. No Coke. Oh, it's a sad day. No Coke. It's a sad day. No Coke.
Nothing till this afternoon.
Till this afternoon. Well, we'll just have to try again. What time this afternoon?
Late.
Oh. Are we the only ones that buy it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Don't know how I'm gonna buy it later.
Yeah, she said it'd be late. No time though.
Oh, and tomorrow's 4th of July. I'm vlogging. Hello, Nicole.
Hello.
I think they close at a weird time too. I think they close early. Seems like 5 o'clock kind of people, because it's downtown.
Well, that being a
Holiday.
car just fell.
Oh. Get back with you. So, in case I edit, they're out of Coke until this evening, and tomorrow's a holiday, so probably get it Thursday or Friday. I'm not out, so just thought I'd kind of share tomorrow, but you know, I'm just thinking out loud. Wonder if I should get we'll put hamburgers out and just cook them inside. It's too much trouble to cook them outside for me. And we'll get some corn on the cob and watermelon. Just do it inside. And I'll probably take the boys out later to get fireworks, and they can, maybe they can run in and buy the Coke. And then get some Fega, because they like the Fega. There's no way to get a wheelchair in that place. So I'll be glad when I'm out of the wheelchair to do things. But I tell you what, it opens my eyes to how many places do not take into consideration handicapped people. You know, they throw, I've had places even throw up. I'm not even shooting at anybody. Nobody's in this frame. I've even had places where they've had it marked blue and there's no ramp. You still have to figure out how to get up over that curb. And yesterday we went to GameStop, and they had the whole parking lot broken off, blocked off, because they were putting tar over the potholes for all that plaza out there. And we had to park on the side, and what we ended up doing is I had Randy and Jesse, and I wheeled over to the curb, and then I stood up, and Jesse put his hand out, and I held onto his hand and held onto the pylon that was holding the building up. And then Randy picked the chair up and put it on the other side to put it up on the thing facing me. So all I had to do was turn and sit down to get in there. And you know, that's just no thought or consideration. But anyway, it's $1 cheaper. It's on that side. So we're getting E85 gas, which is made out of corn, and it is $2.09, and regular gas is $3.09. And see on the other side. Just a quick note about the E85. E85. Yep, I was making sure I was saying it right. It's corn-based ethanol, and I don't think it's available very far. I have a vehicle that is called Flex Fuel, and that means that I can put in regular gasoline, or I can put in E85, which is ethanol. And ethanol is cheaper here, and we are a very corn-based society here in Indiana. I guess you would say. And so what you have to do when it's corn-based like that is, when you're using flex fuel, I put in corn the last time, and we need to fill it up for all my appointments next week, and we can't fill it up with gasoline unless you can't switch fuels in it unless it's down past a quarter of a tank. And it wasn't past a quarter of a tank, and so we had to come here to get the ethanol and fill it up so that the van would accept the new fuel. Now, what I'm going to have to do while other people are driving this car, while I am out of sorts, is I'm going to have to put a note up saying, do not fill with gasoline until below a quarter of a tank, or ethanol if it's less than that. Ethanol is okay in the summertime. I can't use it in the wintertime. It gums it up too much. Also, I found that I can't use it in here more than 3 times because it gums it up, and I have to put in the fuel injection cleaner and then run gasoline through it to get it kind of cleaned out. So while it is a lot cheaper and while it does work, there are some issues. There's still some issues with it. Just wanted to explain that. I hope it doesn't get flagged because I said something anti-corn out of the state of Indiana. But we're going in the right idea. We're going in the right direction. But there's some bugs to work out. So that is your lesson today on E85 and alternate fuel source called Flex Fuel in the vehicles. Takes gasoline and ethanol. So we'll see you on the other side. Bye. Well, we are now at Walmart. Pick up a couple of things we can't get at Aldi's. And I took a picture of the cart, and I would like for you guys to guess how much money I spent to fill that cart. And I will tell you that what didn't show up, I don't think it showed up in the picture. I had a whole watermelon, seedless, and I had 2 gallons of milk. Everything else was in the bags. And so I just want you to guess. I don't really have a prize for the winner. I can come up with something goofy, but let's make it a contest. The person that comes closest without going over will win Oh, it'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise, but I'll tell you, it won't be worth a lot of money, but it'll be something for me and from my heart. So if you want to guess and be in the competition, go for it. I will do that for you. And also, I don't know if I'll get back on here tonight. I want to. I'm going to take the boys. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, which is Independence Day in America and in the United States. And also, I love this post that people put on Facebook, and it tickles me so much. So it's a meme of the Queen of England with a scowl on her face that says "Happy Treason Day." And so I just think that's a hoot. It is Independence Day / Treason Day tomorrow, and we don't have any plans really. I'm going to cook some hamburgers in the frying pan instead of cooking out. We'll have some watermelon, and we'll have some corn on the cob, which is normally stuff we eat outside. It is hot. But tonight I'm gonna bring the boys over. There is a stand over here. There used to be a shop over there. I'm not sure if they're in business this year or not, which had really good deals on fireworks. And being out in the country, we can shoot some off that we couldn't normally shoot off in the city. So I'm gonna bring them out tonight to do some fireworks shopping, and then hopefully call it a day. I know there'll be some four-wheeling tonight because that's about all we do now is four-wheeling, but that's okay. That's what I got them for. And so I'll get that done, and I'm gonna call it good. And I'm not planning on going anywhere tomorrow. Nobody's coming over that I know of. I haven't planned on anybody coming over. I'd be surprised if they do. So it'll just be us, and we'll do our own little thing. We'll have our own little fireworks show out in the lawn, and that'll be fun. It'll be nice. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. If I get back on, then there'll be 2 endings. You never know with me. So have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Live life to the fullest. Live life with no regrets. Bye bye.